In this video I'll be talking about a warm-up and cool-down. To start off with the warm-up, in a warm-up you would start off with a pulse raiser. For example, you would go on the bike as an exercise and you would increase 50 to 60% of your maximum heart rate on level 8 to 10. A pulse raiser is important as it circulates blood and oxygen to the muscles and supplies them with more oxygen so they can carry on for longer at a good level. Moving on to mobility stretches. These would be done at 100% range of movement. You would do them as they mimic your sport and get you ready for the upcoming event. You would do these over a 15-yard distance and repeat them twice. Going on to mental preparation, you would get your mind onto the game and get you focused on what's coming up. You would do this by playing music to get you in the right zone, and you would think positive thoughts that you're going to play well, you're going to win that tackle, etc. The duration of each of the above phases which I mentioned would be pulse raiser you would do for about 8 minutes, mobility stretches between 1 and 2 minutes, and mental preparation 5 minutes. The type of warm-up you would do for an aerobic routine would be starting off on the bike at 60 to 70% MHR on level 1 to 5. You would also incorporate lunges and open and close the gate stretches into this. The type of warm-up you do for a resistance-based activity would be a rowing machine, which would increase from 65 to 75% MHR, and you would go from level 5 to level 7. Moving on to the cool down. Removal of lactic acid. Lactic acid is a poison which builds up after strenuous activity. A cool down filters it out and helps prevent cramp. Cool down also works the muscles and aims to increase the blood flow to support the muscles. DOMS. This stands for delayed onset of muscle soreness. This is soreness that you'd get roughly 48 to 72 hours after activity, and it would last for a few days, and a cool down would help prevent this. Another part of the cool down would be a pulse lowering activity. This would consist of doing a cross trainer, and you'd decrease from 50% to 60% of your MHR. Moving on to developmental stretches. These would be held for 1 to 2 seconds, and then you'd push them further to enhance the stretch. You'd do 5 to 10 reps of these. Examples are lying hamstring stretch and also sitting inner thigh stretch. Going on to the final part would be PNF stretching. This is partner assisted, so you'd need a partner to help you with these. An example would be partner hamstring stretch, where you lie down and they push your hamstring over your head. You would hold this for roughly 6 seconds, and then you would push it further and hold it for a little longer.